All right, let's talk about goals. You know how it is, right? You set a big one, you're fired up, full of excitement, and then a few weeks later, it just fizzles out. We have all been there. But today, we're going to break down a really powerful yet simple system that is designed to change that for good. It's a total game changer. So let's just start with a big question. Why? Why does this keep happening? We have the best intentions, we've got the motivation, but somewhere along the line, things just seem to fall apart. It's super frustrating, but listen, it's not a personal failing, it's a system failing. And there's actually a name for this problem. It's called the goal achievement gap. Think of it as that huge, annoying space between what we say we want to do and what we actually end up doing. It's the gap between our ambition and our reality. But here is the good news, okay? That gap, it's not permanent. You can absolutely build a bridge right across it. And the system we're talking about today, well, it's designed to do exactly that. It's all about turning your intentions into concrete results, one step at a time. And here it is. It's called the MAT method. So simple, it stands for mission, action, and track. Just three powerful parts that work together to create a bulletproof blueprint for success. This is our roadmap for the whole explainer. So let's dive into the first one. M is for mission. This is the foundation for everything else. And you might notice we're not using the word goal here. That is completely intentional. A mission is way more powerful because it defines not just your destination, but also your purpose and your path for getting there. And this difference is absolutely crucial. A goal is kind of vague, right? Like, I want to be healthier. What does that even mean? A mission, on the other hand, is precise and strategic. It's the difference between just pointing at a distant mountain versus having a detailed map with the trails, the water stops, the whole shebang all marked out. Okay, so how do you actually build one of these powerful missions? Well, it's not about just, thinking harder. It's a real process that uses two specific tools. One helps you look backward, and the other helps you plan forward. The first tool is called the After Action Review, or AAR. It sounds kind of formal, but it's simple. Before you can look forward, you have to honestly look back. Why did your last attempt fail? Were your steps way too big? Was your motivation not clear enough? The AAR helps you pull out those critical lessons so you don't make the same mistakes all over again. So once you've learned from the past with the AAR, you switch gears and you use the GPS framework to build your future. And you can think of it just like the GPS in your car. It needs to know your destination and the exact route to get there. It's your strategic roadmap. Now, this GPS framework has three parts. First, G is your goal, the specific, measurable thing you want. P is your plan. Those are the big milestones you need to hit along the way. And S is your system. This is the secret sauce. It's the daily and weekly habits that will actually get you there. See, a system is what makes a plan really happen. Let's look at the difference in action. On one hand, you have get in shape. That's not a goal, it's a wish. On the other hand, you have this. Run a 5K under 30 minutes by June 1st by following a 3-day-a-week training system. Now that is a mission. It has a specific goal, a plan, and a system. It's clear, it's actionable, and you can measure it. Okay, on to the next letter. You've got your mission locked in. Now comes A for action. This is the engine of the entire method. Seriously, a brilliant mission is just a dream without consistent execution. Action is the ultimate cure for that overthinking that always seems to derail us. Now, the secret to effective action is to make progress feel almost automatic. You take your system, like that 3-day-a-week training, and you break it down into the smallest, most manageable daily tasks you can imagine. I'm talking about actions so tiny they're actually hard not to do. This builds this incredible psychological momentum where every small win just fuels the next one. And finally, that brings us to T for track. So, if the mission is your destination and action is the engine, then tracking is your navigation system. It's that smart feedback loop that tells you if you're on course or if you need to adjust the wheel just a little bit. This is so critical, and it's the step that most people just skip. Tracking is not about judging yourself, okay? It's about being a scientist of your own success. You're just gathering data. Did my run time get better? Did I do my daily habits? This data is empowering. It shows you when to adjust, when to celebrate, and when to double down. It keeps you honest, and you know what? It's incredibly motivating. Okay, so let's put all three of these pieces, mission, action, and track, together and see how they create this perfect cycle of progress. This is where the blueprint really comes to life. Let's go back to our 5K example. The mission is crystal clear. The actions are the specific scheduled workouts for the week, no guesswork, you just do it. And the tracking is simple. Log the runtime in an app and do a weekly pace check. You see how they all connect? The mission tells you what actions to take, and tracking measures if those actions are actually working. It's a beautiful system. So let's just do a quick recap. First, turn those vague goals into crystal clear missions. Then use your past to build a smarter future with the AAR and GPS frameworks. Break your plan down into tiny daily actions. And finally, track your progress to stay on course. Mission, action, track. That's it. That's the MAP method. Now, this is all great in theory, but the real power comes when you actually apply it. So I'll leave you with this question. Looking at your own life, what is the very first, specific, and measurable mission that you are going to build using this framework starting today?